Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review the 3D Blu Ray edition of the Croods: A New Age. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. You can also find me over Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at Movie Guy 365. Okay, Universal Pictures has released The Croods: A New Age on 3D Blu-ray here. It's probably the first 3D Blu-ray that's been released in North America in over a year, so that in itself is pretty exciting. But now the movie itself, as far as that goes, I really enjoyed it. It's a good sequel to the original. When I saw the first one, I wasn't expecting much, and I really enjoyed it. It has a good cast, Nicolas Cage, Catherine Keener, Emma Stone, Ryan Reynolds. Now, the film, I feel, this particular movie gives Ryan Reynolds a little bit more to do with his character. And of course, you introduce the Bettermans with Peter Dinklage as, the father and Leslie Mann as the mother. It's really I feel, a good dynamic overall. I enjoyed it, but not quite as much as the first one. I think the first one had a little bit more going for it. And I feel this one kind of loses a little bit towards the back half of the film, unfortunately. But it's still a great setup. The location is awesome, just like in the first film. The creatures are also great. They have some great variations there. And if you're a fan of the first film, you're going to like this one. So definitely give it a shot. Whether you watch it on regular 2D or 3D, you should definitely watch The Croods: A New Age. Okay, we're going to talk about the picture quality and audio in just a moment. But first, let's do a quick unboxing. Okay, we have the Blu-ray 3D edition of The Croods: A New Age here. No slipcover included with this release. A lot of the recent 3D Blu-ray titles don't include the slipcover. Not a big deal, but just something to be aware of. And then we have the back, the spine, and then interior. That's your basic disc. So that's it. All right, now let's talk about the picture quality and the audio. The Croods: A New Age on 3D Blu-ray has a 2:3:9 aspect ratio. I would say for the film, it's really good. It has a good colorful palette to it. While not quite as striking as you would get on the traditional 2D Blu-ray or the 4K edition, it's still very just lively. It has a great palette to it, and if you have the first movie, of course, you're going to know what you're getting into. I feel the 3D Blu-ray reflects those colors very well, and you won't be disappointed. Now for the 3D itself, I think it's good. It's not going to be exceptional. There's a lot of depth and immersion, which I always appreciate more than your standard pop-outs, but the pop-outs are there. I would say the beginning scene with the family getting chased by the creatures, and of course the punch monkeys, when they break into the Betterman's compound, you get a little bit of pop-out there, but for the most part, it's very immersive and it has a lot of depth. When the characters are crossing over this particular bridge, stone bridge, you definitely get that sense of height, and there's several of those moments sprinkled throughout the movie, whether creatures are flying or the various animals are jumping up in the air or something like that. If I had to label any kind of criticism on the 3D image, I will say towards the climax of the film when the main characters are with the punch monkeys, it kind of loses a little bit there. It seems a little bit flat. But I will say about 90% of the other film, it's done very well, and if you're a fan of 3D, this is something to really sink your teeth into. The Croods: A New Age on 3D Blu-ray supports a Dolby Atmos audio presentation, and that's a most welcome surprise considering a lot of 3D releases, especially coming from the Warner Brothers camp, tend to downmix to 5.1. So we get full Dolby Atmos here, and it does sound very nice. Despite it being an animated feature, the audio mix is surprisingly good. It's very well rendered, it's very lively, very immersive, just like the 3D picture quality. It pulls you into the film, and it does a great job for the most part. Center channel with dialogue comes through very clean and clear, no issues to report, and the front channels, they handle a lot of the activity and they do a good job. The mid-level and rear speakers are used for mostly atmosphere, musical cues, action scenes, things are coming behind you and to the side of you. It does a good job in those areas. The high speakers are used sparingly. They mostly complement what's happening in the other surround sound environment. There isn't a whole lot of discrete channel activity, but it does kick in from time to time, so you'll definitely notice it if you have an Atmos setup. And the LFE is fairly good. It's not going to be overly aggressive. I feel it could have been a little bit stronger. I recently reviewed the DTSX mix on the original Croods movie, and I felt it had a little bit more weight to it, a little more punch. This one's good. It's serviceable. It kicks in when it needs to, but those expecting a little bit of a repeat from the original film are probably going to be disappointed in that area. For the picture quality, I'm going to give the 3D Blu-ray edition of the Croods a New Age an A-. I think it's a very good 3D presentation. While it's not quite reference quality, there are a lot of great deep immersive moments. A little bit more on the depth side, less pop-outs. They do crop in, but they're not prominent throughout the film. For the audio mix, I'm going to give this one an A- as well. The Dolby Atmos is very good. It's a very presentable audio experience. It's pretty immersive for the most part. It pulls you into that 3D environment. Just a little less strength, a little bit more punchiness to it, I think would have really put this over the top. But as it stands, the Dolby Atmos is still a very good mix. So that is my review of the Croods, a New Age on 3D Blu-ray. If you're interested in picking this up for yourself, I will go ahead and leave an Amazon link in the comment section and description of this video. But I also want to hear from you. If you're a 3D Blu-ray fan, did you pick up the movie and what did you think of it? In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guide 365. I will see you at the movies.